All right, Foggy Mountain Breakdown, again in the style of Earl Scruggs, but this is based off a recording from a little bit later in his career. It's not that original recording that kind of came out and blew everyone's mind. This one was on the Town and Country album by Flatt Scruggs, and Earl played it quite a bit differently than he did in the original. As Earl, aged and played, his playing developed, and he maybe developed a different taste for how to play this. And I'm sure, he's learning new licks. He's finding out new things on his banjo, and he doesn't want to play it the same way every time. That's boring. And so he didn't. So we're kind of exploring a little bit of the differences in the way he played it in this one versus the way he played it in that original recording. Some things to take note of here. After that first pinch that signals the start of the tune, that happens in measure 1, right? In measure 2, we're also starting kind of with a little pinch there on the second and first strings using our index and middle fingers. So that's one little difference. Not mega, but different enough that it's kind of something cool to take note of if you're into studying the style of Earl Scruggs, which I am, and I hope you guys are too. Going into the E minor up to that point, not too much difference. The differences happen kind of after that, and those kind of G filler licks that happen in between the E minor chord and when we go to the D chord. So we've got kind of this forward-backward roll thing happening along with some slurs that give us a very classic Scruggs riff, one you'll hear a lot if you listen to the song Rollin' in My Sweet Baby's Arms, as recorded by Flatt Scruggs. This one sounds really cool. Right, and as you can see when I'm sliding from 2 to 3, there's a little bit of a bend happening there as well. And then in measure 8, instead of having those quick hammer-ons, we've got those 2 pinches, and that makes a very powerful rhythmic statement. It's really cool. I really enjoy kind of this variation, the way that Earl played it on this take. So, not a lot of mega differences, but some things that you should definitely add to your repertoire if you're a serious Scruggs-style banjo player. I'm going to play through this to give you an example of how it will sound. Again, use the TuneFox player to listen repeatedly. Use those links that we provide you as well to add this to a playlist and make listening a part of your practice. And also use the focus feature on these measures that are a little bit different to really master them before jumping into the whole tune. The other big thing I forgot to mention that's different in this one from the original is that when we're in measure 1, we're not letting off that 3rd fret note that's on the B string. Earl just holds it down, okay? So either one works. There's no real right or wrong. Just for whatever reason on this take, he's must have preferred this sound. And you should definitely explore both, be able to do both, and know that both are an option and see which one you like better, but also kind of mix and match them, That's what it's all about. All right, here we go with the playthrough. I'm going to count and then start off. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. All right, so I kind of like this version, honestly, better than the super original. I just feel like there's some stuff that's, I don't know, maybe a little bit smoother, classed up. Something's happening, and I personally prefer this one. But work on both, enjoy both, and dive in and have a lot of fun with them. So again, use the focus feature on all these measures that are different, and then play the whole tune. Once you get the whole tune down, we want to go start to end and restart the whole thing, right? We want to build that endurance and build that consistency to help make us more solid banjo players. All right, and after you learn your lead, if you haven't done so already, please go back and learn that backup, whether that's the rolling backup, actually preferably both the rolling backup and the vamping. We really always want to be able to do both on any tune that we play a lead, so we're prepared to back up any instrumentalist in any jam in any jam situation that we come across, especially if playing with others is a goal or something that you're already doing. All right, keep digging in, have fun. We will see y'all in the next one.